I think next year we're going to see a couple of tournaments with 100,000. Lag for the break. I think Keith has won the lag here. Froze it almost to the rail.
Cannot do much better than that.
No, you can't. No, last week, I think it was 2 weeks ago, Efren beat Keith out in California.
Some rail, that one didn't have a big beat.
We've got a tough match right here. Keith is full of confidence.
Yeah, interesting mix of characters here. Reyes, they call him the magician. He's only been in this country from the Philippines since 1985. Very quiet, very methodical kind of player. He'll talk, but usually he'll talk to himself. Meanwhile,
he's as quiet as he wants to be. He makes believe he doesn't understand too much English, but if you get up talking to him, and he knows what it's all about.
Keith McCready, very gregarious, 30 years old, Anaheim, California.
Very fast, very loose. Notice the cue ball on the left-hand side again. He did not like that break.
Did a little dance, but it was to no avail. Let's take a look.
Okay, now, it's very simple. He's got to make the 1, okay? Go right into this pocket right here, but he's got no place to make the 2. We don't know what's going to happen here. How is he going to play position? Okay, he didn't draw it back enough, but what he's going to try to do here, he's going to try to make a billiard. He's going to shoot the cue ball into the 2 and try to make the cue ball into the 9 and try to pocket the 9 in here and leave the cue ball behind this cluster if he doesn't make the 9. Perfect shot. Perfect.
Reyes sits and McCready steps up. We'll take another look.
Okay, watch the cue ball into the 2, into the 9. Watch where the 2 goes. Right up the table. Cue ball behind the cluster of balls. Keith is safe. Now he's got to play a long rail shot, come back down, try to hit the 2. Perfect. Okay.
Saw the cue ball go in the side pocket there.
Unlucky. Unlucky.
So Reyes now will have an opportunity to place the ball.
Shooting the 9. Combination.
And he will just try to get this one over with.
End it real quick right here.
9 ball goes in, game is over. And that's what Reyes will try to do.
Okay, I feel confident he's going to do it, Barry.
He did. So Efren Reyes wins the first game by sinking the 9 ball. We'll take another look, Steve.
Okay, he shot the 3 ball off the side rail into the 9. Very difficult. I didn't think he was going to do that.
Perfect shot. Reyes, 1-0. He'll break.
Everybody's breaking from the left-hand side. I don't understand that. Keith didn't make a ball the first time he broke. When Earl moved to the left-hand side, he didn't break any.
So Reyes tries it. He got a good kiss off the 1 ball. Left the cue ball in the middle of the table, and you've emphasized many times that's what you want to do on the break.
Right, but he got unlucky. Notice the 2 and the 1 frozen together. He has no pocket. Okay, he has no pocket for the 1 ball. The 1 ball's right here. Where's he going to make it? He can't make it here or there, so he's got no pocket. He got a little unlucky there. He's going to have to try to play safe somehow.
Going to try to hide that cue ball, and he does.
Okay, Keith has no shot again. He has no way to hit the 1. And what he's going to have to try to do is come off the rail, try to hit the 1 that way.
Oh, and he did. A brilliant shot. Brilliant shot.
Absolutely fantastic. That's what Keith needs to spur him on.
Let's take another look at that one. Spectacular shot.
Off the side rail, into the 1. Perfect. That's the breaks of the game right there. We could have a very exciting match right here.
Well, these two have played virtually dead even throughout their careers, as we mentioned. Reyes 3-2 ahead lifetime, and he did win a match a couple of weeks ago in the Southern California Invitational Tournament.
Long way. He's got to draw his cue ball back. Keith is very loose. Very loose.
He's an interesting guy. We talked about him being from Anaheim, California, but really he's a man from nowhere. He's the original carpetbagger. Lives no place.
In the wintertime, you'll find him in Florida. I know I've seen him there a few times. He looks like he's firing.
He's a get-on-with-it kind of player.
One apiece.
Well, we expected a close game, and that is exactly what we're getting as Keith McCready wins the second game. We're tied at 1 and to Caesar's Palace with more right after this. Barry Tompkins, Steve Mizrak, you look at the scoreboard in this quarterfinal match. Keith McCready having just broken and finally getting a ball to drop on the break.
Do we?
Talking to the ball.
Get going.
Everything up at one end of the table here. But McCready leads 3-1.
He's looking to bank now. He's looking to make anything. I don't think he can bank this though. Saved. I'll tell you what he tried to do. He tried to position the cue ball behind these balls right here. Okay, so he tried to position the cue ball so he couldn't hit this 2, but he left Efren an easy clear shot to hit the 2.
That's the first time that McCready has even left the door slightly ajar for Efren Reyes.
You don't want to leave the door ajar for this man.
Well, they say he's got every shot, and he makes every shot look easy. Agree, Steve?
Yes, he does. I've played him several times. I think I've beaten him once.
There is a popular school of thinking that says that he is the best pure player in the game today, despite the fact that Earl Strickland is considered the #1 player.
Well, you can take the top 4. You can take Strickland, Reyes, Hall, and Siegel, put them in a hat. Pick whichever one you want. Looks like the match is going to get closer.
Reyes just came to the United States from the Philippines 3 years ago. So his rise has been meteoric.
He's got to go back. From here he goes, I think, up to Reno. And then he's got to go back to Manila.
Notice the position. Perfect position here.
Notice he's moving a little faster, too.
So this match is going to get a little bit closer here. Right now, McCready leads it 3-1. And it is now 3-2 as Efren Reyes took advantage of the little opening that Keith McCready left him.
I think he said to himself he's going to try to get the job done quick.
We'll take another look at the last 3 shots by Reyes. There's one.
Would you believe that Reyes is playing with a cue stick that costs $15?
Is that right?
$15 cue.
That'll set some of the manufacturers back.
Well, it's Philippine. I think it's made in Taiwan.
And this the game winner. And so Efren Reyes, looking all business, will break from the left side.
I guarantee you one thing, Barry. Next rack that Reyes breaks, he will move. And I'd be very surprised if he didn't.
Neither player has had a great success.
Okay, he didn't make anything. What he's got to do is shoot the 1 in the corner and try to leave the cue ball right here and play position for the 2 in the side. Well, the unpredictable Keith McCready one more time. I better stop predicting this.
He's got a little riverboat gambler in him, I think. He'll take some chances.
I called the wrong ball. He's got one problem, and that's the 6. And if you see the 6, I think it's close to the 9, and there are very few pockets that the 6 can go in. Great shot. Great shot. I don't know what he's going to do here, Barry. I guessed twice, and I guessed wrong.
Well, the 6 ball, which comes after the ball he's shooting at right now, as you mentioned, is laying up in the middle of the table alongside the 9.
Does the 9 go on the side? No, it doesn't. 6 goes in the corner. Perfect. He's loose. I mean, he is absolutely loose.
That's exactly his reputation. Great shot maker, doesn't get rattled. That's an excellent run here by McCready. And this to take a 4-2 lead. Race to 9, remember. There it is. Keith McCready now leads by 2, 4 games to 2 in this quarterfinal match in the Brunswick World Open 9-ball championships. We'll be back to Caesars Palace right after this. Las Vegas, Nevada, an adult Disneyland, if you will. We're at Caesars Palace watching the Brunswick World Open 9-ball championships. Into the quarterfinals now. Keith McCready against Efren Reyes. And McCready playing very well and in the midst of an outstanding run. 4 games to 2. I'm Barry Tompkins with Steve Mizrak, and now it'll be McCready to break once more. And he goes from the right side this time, so he's been jumping around. Left, right.
Right.
The 8 ball that fell.
I guarantee he'll break from that side again next time. Okay, he has no shot here, right here. He has to play safe somehow, which means he has to leave Efren with no shot on the 1. And I really don't know how he's going to do it.
I don't know if he left himself enough, did he?
He tried to play safe behind this cluster right here. But what he did do is he left him right over the 2 ball. And he's got no shot because he has to leave it all the way down and drag the cue ball all the way back up.
Out of bounds count?
That's a foul.
No foul.
That's a foul.
How can you play touch any ball and that's not a foul?
That's got to be a foul. I thought that was a foul, Barry.
And McCready and Reyes woofing at each other a little bit.
Well, McCready talks a lot. Reyes mumbles to himself.
Saw that graphic just a moment ago, not to interrupt, that he was in the color of money. Played Grady Stevens in the color of money. Was sought out by Martin Scorsese for the part. As I said, he looked like a pool player.
Long shot. Tough shot. Looked like the first mistake that Keith has made right there. Like I said before, he's fast and loose.
4 games to 2, and you have an idea that this one has ways to go.
Reyes is not getting the best of the rolls right now. No, he's got a little bit of a problem. He's either got to bank the 2 into the 6. Okay, that's the problem that he had right there. The 6 was blocking the pocket and was against one of the points. Very difficult shot.
Reyes walks away mumbling to himself.
Now Keith has nothing to do but try to make the 2-ball in this upper corner right here. Well, things are a little bit slow right now, Barry.
The door seems a little bit open, though, for Efren Reyes. A few times today that McCready has done that for him.
Anybody who plays with a $15 cue, you'd think you could beat, huh?
That's right. Great psychological edge, I would think. Is that retail $15?
Retail. The game is over. 7 in the corner, 9, 4-3, McCready, but Reyes is breaking.
So Efren Reyes with this shot now moves within 1 game of Keith McCready. 4 games to 3. It's a race to 9 here in the quarterfinals, remember. Coming up to the quarterfinals, we should point out, it was 2 out of 3 sets, raced 7. Now, it's 1 time once. That changes things.
Notice what I said before. Remember, Reyes was breaking from the left side, and now he's moved to the right.
There he is on the right side. There's a look at the scoreboard. Pretty sophisticated scoreboard, isn't it?
What do you like here, from here?
Truth, I like Reyes.
Well, you owe me 1 dinner already, okay?
So we're going to go again.
Yeah, I might be able to eat for free.
There's a chance.
You know, for a long time.
We're going to be here for weeks.
Well, he smashed them. But notice one thing. The cue ball winds up in the middle of the table when they're broken real well. Very good shot. Notice he snookered Keith right behind the 9. So now Keith has to hit off the rail here and hope he hits the 2.
And he did.
Made the 9. Look at here.
Knock the 9
Look here.
Yes. How do you like it?
Look what happened here.
Shot of the match. No question.
I brought the house down right there.
I didn't know that shot.
Notice how happy he is. Right off the rail, into the 9, 2-ball into the rail. Perfect, absolutely perfect. What a way to go! I'll tell you, when you're sitting,
nice one to luck
when you're sitting in the chair, it's doesn't make you feel too happy.
Can I change my bet?
Big game right there, Jack.
You don't think his bullions has a negative effect on Reyes here, do you?
Reyes couldn't care less what he does. Look out. 5 balls on the break. 5 balls. Keith likes this equipment right here.
Explain that a little bit more, Steve.
Well, the pockets are pretty big. It's brand new cloth, playing on a Brunswick table, which is the best tournament table there is. And he likes it.
Reyes, frankly, looks a little bit dismayed right at the moment.
Well, that's the way he looks all the time.
Dismayed. And there is the 6th game to McCready. He leads it 6 games to 3 now. And right now, Keith McCready is on a major league run. Shot of the match, Steve. I don't think there's any question this was it.
It's an unbelievable shot, and one that doesn't come along too often, I'll tell you that.
Had to hit the 2-ball first. Not only did he have a difficult shot just to hit the 2-ball, but he turned it into a combination. 9-ball went down.
It's like a nightmare,
and the game was McCready.
No, did you hear what he said? It's like a nightmare. That's one of his lines in the movie, The Color of Money. zip, nothing.
Nothing dropped.
Well, it's what they call do or die time.
Huh?
Reyes has clearly not had the best of it.
Reyes has a very tough shot right now. Very tough. He's got to shoot the cue ball all the way to the 1, and he's got to bring the cue ball all the way back to make the 2. Six got in the way there.
Yes, it did.
But he's still at the table, which means he's still in command. He has to think right now of getting out or playing safe. And he can't take any chances right now, because he knows if Keith gets back at the table, the whole match could be over. Nice shot. Very nice shot. And he might have gotten a lucky break. He got position right here. He hit the 3, where he's got a nice combination to make the ball in this pocket. Bad shot that time.
You don't speak Filipino, do you?
No. Bad shot. The 3 ball wound up by the 5. I don't know if he can shoot the cue ball in between the 3 and the 5 and make the 3 go here. But he could still play safe.
He's going to take a good long look at this. He knows he has to stay at the table. There's Keith McCready. He's in the driver's seat right now, no question about that.
He played the 5, what he did.
No. Okay.
Okay, referee called the foul. Okay, he said he hit the 5
Can't help it.
first.
That's what the ref called.
McCready's definitely playing.
I don't know. I'll take it,
psychological games with Reyes. And I think he has Reyes beat, at least in the mental part of the game.
9 ball. Quick game right now.
It's over. 7 games to 3. McCready's on a roll.
I'll take that little foul.
What happened?
Can't help it.
Efren slipped up there. He had to protect himself against that, but he didn't.
I'll take it, though. It wasn't no foul, but it's Georgie Pine.
See, there are cameras here, you see. He's playing the camera.
He thinks he's in the movies. He never stops. He's 100% all the time in motion.
It looked bad
Reyes is
to me.
looking like he may take the other end of the cue to McCready right now.
It looked bad to me. No!
Cue ball went down, I think.
Look at this break.
I think McCready gets a little excited.
No, he's keeps it all together.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
The cardinal rule here is you don't want to scratch. Okay, but when he did, that's one thing you just don't want to do.
7 games to 3.
Notice all the balls he made stayed down, except the 1 which was behind the line. Efren still has a little bit of room, which means that Keith has to win 2 games yet. But when Keith gets to that 8th game, Efren has to be so careful. Looks like the match is going to tighten up a little bit.
Well, every time it looks like Reyes is going to get himself right back into the middle of the match, McCready makes one of those shots that are equal parts skill and luck.
We call those Harrigans.
So Reyes needs this to get within 3 games. The 3 games not insurmountable in this competition. Seven games to 4 now.
Hey, Efren can run the whole set out. You're talking about great players right here. If he gets the break working, he could tie up the match, run the set out. Anything can happen. You remember what I said before about the guy who gets off first? Okay, in this match, McCready got off first.
So Reyes to break from the right side. Nothing goes.
Okay, very, very unlucky.
McCready said, "Go sit down."
No, he said push out. He's pushing the ball
is that
out.
what? I'm sorry, I didn't hear him.
All right, he put the ball in a spot where either Reyes has to hit it. Okay, he either has to hit the ball and play safe. What it looks like he's going to do is play safe, drag the cue ball down, maybe behind here.
This is a push out now. Reyes doesn't have to play the shot. He can give it back to McCready, but
Right.
he chooses to play it.
See what Reyes is doing? He's taking chances.
Well, do you not have to when you're down 3 games?
Well, slow and methodical is his name of the game, and he's not doing that. He's out of his game plan.
It's not going to matter anyways.
He didn't want to do that. He left Keith pretty safe. Keith is going to try to play him safe.
Oh, right there.
Keith is,
Not the gap. Ooh.
Keith is on a roll, but he left a little gap. He left a little gap right here, okay? So he can slide that cue ball right down here, make the 1, and try to bring the cue ball all the way back for the 2. Tough shot. A must shot.
Big shot.
He can't make it, I don't think. No, he couldn't make it. You can only see part of the ball. But now he made a perfect shot. What he did is he snookered Keith right behind this ball because he's trying to hit the 1. Keith is going to try to shoot over the ball. Okay, he did.
Well, I hit it.
He jumped right over the ball and he hit it.
I know, I ain't never going to get this.
He hit it, and it looked like he got lucky. Efren's just shaking his head.
Keith McCready, definitely a television personality, no question about it.
He's got to go to the bottom rail, spin it with a lot of left-hand English, and hope he makes it.
Again, a big moment here for Efren Reyes in this match. Fine shot.
Good shot.
It's an interesting match.
We're in a do-or-die situation here for Efren. Efren must win every game he's at the table. He's in perfect spot, perfect position. Draw over for the 4. I think Efren's going to win another game, Barry. Great shot.
Very positive.
He's a master of position, this guy. When he's rolling, that cue ball is right on the string. He knows exactly where it's going at all times. Notice he's all business. Completely 2 different personalities here.
Absolutely. Right now he's got McCready quieted down, figuratively and literally. 9 ball is left to make it 7-5. There it is, and Efren Reyes is now within 2. It's 7 games to 5. McCready leading Reyes first to 9. The semifinals. Back.
I like the breaker right now. Breaker is very important here. He'll have a win without Keith ever getting back to the table again.
Keith McCready can only wait while Efren Reyes breaks tied at 7. He has come all the way back won 3 in a row, and it's anybody's guess now, but Reyes in the driver's seat. Reyes to break. Right side again. He's had good success doing this, and he's on a roll.
Nothing. Nothing.
Tough.
Nothing.
You got served.
Well, Keith has a little problem. All these balls right here, he has to shoot into the 1. He could play safe. He could play the 1 in the corner. We don't know what he's going to do. Played safe. Good shot.
Come on now, right there.
That's an excellent shot.
He played an absolute perfect shot. And where he put the position for the 1, he put the position for the 1 so he could make the 9 combination in here if Reyes doesn't hit the 1. Uh-oh.
Well, the 1 went down, the cue ball went down, and now the impetus switches once more.
That's it.
To McCready.
Now McCready's the favorite. If McCready gets out here, he's heavy favorite. Uh-oh, too hard.
That's no good. Look at
Real
this.
bad.
Oh. And he
Well,
told you everything you need to know. But now he says, well, maybe I got a chance.
Well, he can still make it. Missed it.
A lot of ebb and flow in this match. Just when it looks like somebody's really about to take charge, it changes.
You know, he got a little bit lucky here. And he's got these balls right here in the way of shooting at this 3 ball. And Reyes has to come off the side rail, try to kick this ball in.
And missed it. Oh, and missed it doubly.
Well, McCready better get out. That's all I can tell you. Doesn't get out now after 2 shots at the table. Now he's got to get position on the 5. Or the 4. 5. Keith McCready is now big favorite, Barry.
Everything's set up for him now. Perfect position here. Now it's Reyes who must wait. 8 ball, and now the 9 ball to take an 8-7 lead and have the break. And there it is. So McCready, after losing 4 in a row, now comes back to make it 8-7. He'll break when we
One time on the crunch.
right after this.
What do you think?
I like your chances. McCready to break now.
My leader is breaking ahead 8-7. He's got to control the cue ball. Very important here.
And he did.
Notice where the cue ball wound up. Absolutely perfect. 1 ball wide open. Keith McCready to win. He thought he missed that.
I can't stand to roll them balls.
Well, he's got to find a pocket for the 4. Looks pretty easy. There's the 2. Well, he made it a little bit difficult. He's got two things he can do here. Shoot the 4 into the 7 or shoot the 4 straight up the rail, pocket it here.
And he goes a long way and didn't get it.
But look what happened. Left him half safe.
That guy got me with the camera over there. Boy, I'm telling you.
You heard McCready say that our cameraman got him.
When you miss, you like to blame it on everything. Reyes better make this. They made the 7 inside. Great shot. Great shot. And got perfect position. Now the impetus swings back to you.
Great match. What do I?
Keith is hanging his head. He had a chance to win. I think the crowd is rooting for Reyes.
That's interesting because McCready really plays to the crowd.
Yeah. Oh,
did not leave himself very pretty.
That was a bad shot. What's this? That was a very bad shot.
Well, to say that he needs this is to make a great understatement.
Yes. He made it.
Excellent shot. He didn't make it easy on himself.
No, he did. He did.
We are tied at 8.
He's got a little smile on his face now. Look at him. But he's still all business.
And he's in command. He's got the break.
Suddenly Keith is very quiet. When he's at the table, when he's in command, he's very braggadocio, very cocky. But when he's behind or it's close, he silences himself.
Well, you might have to consider this the shot of the match so far.
Well, he's got it here. Now Efren has to control his white ball.
Oh, baby. God.
Okay, Keith gets one more shot at it. And all the balls are wide open now.
Well, I got one more chance, my little man.
Wide open. The only problem I see,
I win it all.
is this 3 ball right here. He's got no pocket here. He might have a pocket here, but I'm not sure. So he has to play position off this 2 to get to the 3.
So first things first, he makes the 1. Now,
the only problem is that 3, like I mentioned before. If he gets on the 3, he should win. He doesn't know which way to go.
goes a long way. Has it?
Perfect shot. Absolutely perfect. Well, I kind of like
you're looking good here.
McCready right now. Oh, he got away with that one. If he hit that 7 and wound up behind the 7, he'd want to jump off a bridge.
Remember, the winner of this game wins the match. 1st to 9.
Could be a little better. Straight in. But when you're going to the point, when you're going to the side, anything can happen. Somebody in the crowd had a camera shutter flick.
Did that before.
Knocked it in the hole.
Watch the 8 ball here. Okay, I think it's McCready.
Well, you're 2-0 against me, I'll tell you that.
Just don't get straight.
Look out here. Look out.
Hurry.
He's got a problem. He has got a very severe problem. He's dead straight in. He's got to draw it back. Oh, he hit it perfect. He hit it out.
How do you like shooting this ball left-handed for your money?
And he goes left-handed, but he is ambidextrous, remember?
That's
It's
me.
over. And Keith McCready has gutsed out a win over Efren Reyes. Well-played match on both parts, and McCready was there at the end. We'll be back right after this.